Every time I meet a foreigners in a foreign country, means if I go to a different country and meet some Europeans, some Americans, and some people from other part of the world and all, they keep asking me about India. How good is India about, and what would be the best itinerary, what would be the best plan to uh, travel to India. Before I start talking about traveling about India, I must tell you, India is a huge country. India, to call India as a country, it will be a misnomer. Uh, India is basically not a country, it's a subcontinent. So when we call India as a subcontinent, you have to compare India with any smaller continent like Australia, Australasia, and all. All right. So just imagine, and Australia is the whole entire Australia, Australasian part is not a place to visit, but India is a country which has got everywhere you can go and visit. Even in the desert area, you can have a tourism plan and you can visit to certain places and watch. So for the convenience of our foreign friends and all, I have decided to divide into India into four parts. First part is the northern India. Second part will be the eastern India. Then the third part will be the western India. And the fourth part will be the southern India. Now, why I'm taking this way? And then there'll be separate fifth part will be the northeastern India. So the fifth part you can include as a third part if you're just planning to complete India in one trip, because you start from the north, go to the east, then you from east you move to the northeast, and from northeast then you come back to the take a flight and come back to the west, and then from west you go to the south. That's a smooth journey, and from south again you can go back to your country. But for to complete India at one go, you'll be needing at least 2 months, minimum of 2 months, because India is a huge country. If you really want to complete India in totality and see, experience its food, culture, people, monuments and other historical places and all, if you want to experience India in totality, you'll be needing at least 2 months. But I'm sure that nobody has got such a long time to visit to a country. Normally in 2 months, the people they travel to three, four, five countries, or maybe if you go in the Schengen zone and all, then you complete around 2023 countries at one go in that particular period. So what I have decided, I have made it in a 2 months plan, but I have segregated into bits and pieces like Northern India, Eastern India, Northeastern India, then coming back to the Western India, and then Southern India. So there are five segregations, and each segregation has got a particular number of days I've designed and all. For example, for the Northern India, I have kept as a 15 to 16 days itinerary. And for similarly for the Southern India, same, because these are the northern and southern areas will take you the maximum time. Northeastern India and the Eastern India might also combine together, might take 15 to 20 days. And the Western India will get you less time because there's a hardly few things to visit to the Western India. But since I promised you to complete the entire India, I'll be also including Western India. So let's start with the Northern India. What I have done in the Northern India, within the Northern India, I have divided into sectors. Say, for example, you come to India in a short visit and all, you can stick to my itinerary only, and part of that itinerary you can go for that. So that if you've got a little longer, then you will extend it to the further to the north. And if you've got a little more longer and all, then you can again extend. So even within the northern India, I have divided into three parts, three set of that, how you move. Okay. So I'm assuming that if you're coming to India, we'll be landing to New Delhi, the national capital of India. New Delhi, that is the not only the national capital, it comes into the northern part of India. And from here, you'll go to a certain circuit, which has got even Delhi. Delhi is a very historical place. You'll see many things in Delhi and all. Some UNESCO uh, monuments here you'll find in Delhi because there's a history of Delhi. There's a long history, around 3,000 years old history of Delhi and all. That time it was used to be called Indraprasth. Anyways, coming back to this northern India, so I will take you to through a slide, okay? And through the slideshow, I'll letting you know how you'll plan your itinerary. Okay. In fact, your itinerary has been planned, but if you have your nuances, you have your special preferences and all, that you can plan accordingly. But when you watch my video, you'll get an idea how to move around Delhi, how to move around India and the northern India and all, and what could be the best way to travel throughout the India, be it north, south, west, and east or northeast. So let's go with that. Let me share the screen with you. Uh, yeah, yeah, the screen is there. So I will take you through this slideshow. So Northern India, I've included desert to glacier. Okay, it's a 16-day climatic and cultural ascent. Basically, it's been designed to balance the density of Indian heritage plans with the biological optimized overland ascent to the Himalayas and all. So it one thing also has been kept in mind what type of that traveler you are. Are you more into historical places? Are you more into some what you call environmental things and all you want to see, everything you'll see here in this novel thing. So 16 days, there are four reasons. Four reasons you can break into pieces. If it's shorter time, you can go for Golden Triangle, very short time, 4 5 days, you can complete Golden Triangle. Then Royal Rajasthan, this will take you the maximum time and all, and you end your journey with Kashmir and Ladakh. This entire part comes into the northern India and all. You can see I have created the India's thing. Can you see here? This one complete northern India, this north part. Okay, here till Mount Abu till here. I've not included the western part. These are the western. I've not taken you to the eastern part. I've focused mostly on the northern India because I want you to save your money, save your time, and complete maximum destination in the minimum number of days. Okay. Now, what you'll be getting in the four region from desert dunes to the high altitude lakes. Okay. You'll get almost seven UNESCO sites in this fully densely concentrated heritage in this subcontinent and all. So let's go Delhi. Now, when you landed to Delhi, you have a choice. You have want to start the Delhi tour in the beginning or at the end or in the middle, because Delhi will be a junction from where you move to Agra, Jaipur, and entire of you can Rajasthan, and then you come back to Delhi again and then go to northern, extreme north of that, that is Jammu and Kashmir. So you have a choice. If you want to do it in Delhi in the beginning, or you want to straight away move to Agra. So the very first day when you come here, if you want to relax, 1 day relaxation and all, and then you can move to Agra very next early morning. Okay. And then Agra, you can see Taj Mahal, Agra Fort, Fatehpur Sikri. And here you'll get the flavor of the rich Mughlai kebabs and the Mughlai dishes and all. Because this area, you'll see the great influence of the Mughal period, Mughal emperors and all, when the Mughals were ruling in India. Delhi, I'll come back because Delhi, you have a choice. Delhi, I'll come back when we come back from Rajasthan. Then you go to Rajasthan. Rajasthan, you start with from Agra, you move very nearby from Agra to Jaipur, not more than 100 plus kilometer. You can move to Jaipur. You'll get in Jaipur, Amber Fort, Jantar Mantar, and multiple forts and all. Okay. If you want me to make a separate itinerary of Rajasthan or maybe Jaipur or any particular area, you can ask me in the comment box. I can make it. But since it's a broad itinerary, I don't have the scope of including every single details of that. But I've tried my best to tell you what you'll be getting. In Jaipur, you'll get traditional dal bati churma and multiple Rajasthani thal, multiple Rajasthani dishes and all, which you'll relish it, which you'll remember it for years. If you remove Rajasthan from India, Rajasthan comes in the part of the northwestern part of India. So I kept it in northern part because major part is in the northern area. You've seen the map, and it is towards the western also. I've not make it in the western itinerary. Then from Rajasthan, you have to come back to Delhi and then go to Jammu and Kashmir. Now here, Golden Triangle, 1 to 4 days. Pace will be very swift but contained. 2 to 4 nights per base. Okay, not more than that. 2 to 4 nights per base, So you'll be taking Golden Triangle area. I told you, Golden Triangle area is what? Delhi, Jaipur, and Delhi back. Delhi, Agra, and Jaipur. That's a Golden Triangle area. But normally what happens that the tourists who come for very short a period, they come back to Delhi and then fly out to different countries. I'll ask you, if you have a longer time, you don't come back to Delhi now. You move to the Rajasthan, deeper Rajasthan, in the hinterland of Rajasthan. From uh, Jaipur, you move to Jaisalmer, then there's a Pushkar, then Jaisalmer, then Udaipur, then Mount Abu. After Mount Abu, you come back to Udaipur, you take either a train or a play flight and come back to Delhi. From Delhi, you go to 11 days, day 11. This will be from day 1 to day 4, and the day 5 to 10, you'll complete the Rajasthan tour. Then Himalayan transit will be start from the day 11 because you'll have to come back to Delhi. So one day probably you'll will take your journey and you will take for your like a return journey from Rajasthan to Delhi. And since Rajasthan will be very hectic, it's very long travels are required, so you'll be a bit tired. So one day in Delhi is important. So as I told you, you do not do the Delhi first day, straight away you move to Agra. You can come back to Delhi again here. In Delhi, you can do the sightseeing. Is in my slide, there's a zero sightseeing, but actually you can shift your Delhi sightseeing on the day 11 and you complete that. Delhi, you can complete in one day, whatever the sites are there, what are the places are there, you can complete. You have a place to relax, very slow movement and all, not much of traffic. If you travel by metro, you don't need to hire a taxi or a guide and all. You can move around of your own. You can plan your things. If you want me to give you a detailed itinerary of Delhi, 1 day itinerary, what are the places you can see, please put your comment in the comment box. And next day, early morning flight you take to uh, Kashmir, that is Srinagar. And Srinagar, you stay one day, you go there. Again, since you have come back from long trip to Rajasthan and Golden Triangle, I think one day for in the Srinagar, relax at the Dal Lake will be good enough to recharge yourself, and then from you there that you can go to Gulmarg, Sonmarg, via Sonmarg, and to what you call that Leh and Ladakh. One thing, the entire tour is paced, not packed. Travel days never eat into sightseeing days, and each lake follows a very geographical corridor. So you can see it's completely planned. In 16 days, you can complete these 4 regions. Now coming, how you see. I told you the golden triangle I was talking about. This is the golden triangle. This is Delhi. You go to Agra, Agra to Jaipur. And many people, when they have just 1 to 4 days and all, they come back to Delhi and then fly off. But since I'm suggesting you not to fly off to Delhi, no need to come back Delhi now, move from there to that. Now, day one sightseeing of old Delhi food lanes, and this day 1 and 2 you can move to the your last day. I'll suggest you that your day one, you straight away move to Agra. That day only, if you get an early, your flight is landing early in the morning. That day you hire a cab and directly move to Agra. I'll suggest you rather for this whole Golden Triangle and whole of Rajasthan region, you book a cab. If you need any help in booking the cab for the entire tour, put your things in comment box. I can help you in getting your cab at a reasonable rate and with a very safe journey to return back to this till you start from Delhi, go to Agra, go to Jaipur, go to hinterland of Rajasthan, travel around complete 10, 11 days and all, and then come back to Delhi, relax and something like that. So it all depends on you whether you want to do Delhi at the first leg. I've designed in this my slides in such a way that you do complete, you relax on the day one, day two, you complete Delhi, and third day you move to Agra, and fourth day you move to Jaipur. My suggestion would be, apart from this slide, Delhi you landing, move to Agra same day, save you time, save your day, relax in Agra at the hotel. If you have a chance, if you come to a period, there's a full moon day, then enjoy the Taj Mahal, the beautiful Taj Mahal on that full moon day. There's a special day other than Friday. It's open. If that full moon day doesn't happen to be a Friday, you have a special ticket for that. And the Taj Mahal, the beauty of Taj Mahal can be enjoyed only on the two time. That is moonlight and then early morning sunrise. So you have a choice. If you get it, you are in certain day, your plan, your trip is somewhere when there's a full moon day in India, this side of this part of the country, then go for the moonlight show in Agra, Taj Mahal of that on that particular day, and then relax in the hotel. Then you have another choice to go back to Taj Mahal again to see the sunrise Taj Mahal also, because both views are different views. You can go and search in the YouTube if you want me to make a special video on that of difference between the moonlight Taj Mahal and the early morning sunrise Taj Mahal and all. I can make it for you also. Then overnight stay in the Agra, relax. You have come from a long journey from your country, relax overnight, and then move early morning to Jaipur. Jaipur, you come from Agra to Jaipur, you might not take more than 4 hours and all by road. And then by the midday, not by the midday, if you start early morning, maybe 6 o'clock in the morning, then by around 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock will be in the Jaipur. Jaipur, all the forts and all, everything can be completed in one particular day. You don't need to stay there for longer period. If you want to stay, you have a choice of staying if you want to do shopping and other things, foods of Rajasthan and all, because those who are coming for the 1 to 4 days, they stay back to Jaipur for longer, one night and all. Those who are not, I'll suggest them to move from Jaipur to other part of Rajasthan. That's a royal Rajasthan. So see the map. Here you are in Jaipur. You finished your golden triangle. Not golden triangle because you've not done Delhi right now. Then from Jaipur, you move to Pushkar. This is the Pushkar. What do you get in the Pushkar? Day 5, the Holy Lake, circling the sacred ghats and rare Brahma temple and dusk over the dunes. All these things you can do. If you want me to make a separate video on the complete itinerary of the Royal Rajasthan, I can make it for you. Please put your comment in the comment box. Only because of your comment, only I can make a separate video on that. From Pushkar, you move to Jodhpur. Can you see the map? Jaipur to Pushkar, Pushkar to Jodhpur, Jodhpur to Jaisalmer is also. If you want to cover Jaisalmer, you can ask your driver to take you to Jaisalmer. Jaisalmer, you can do the sun dunes and all. And then from again, you come back to Jodhpur same day, not very far off. You can complete in the same day, Jodhpur and Jaisalmer. Then you come to Udaipur. Udaipur. What you get in the Blue City, Fort, towering indigo was street and sunset at the Jaswant. You get Udaipur is a city of lakes. Like Udaipur is city of lakes and all. So you can enjoy Udaipur, and then Udaipur, you can move to Mount Abu. Jaisalmer, I've included in the itinerary Jaisalmer into the Thar Desert, exploring the living sandstone fort and carved mosaic. Both this 6, 7, and 8 days you can complete this. Okay. Now coming to day 9 will be Udaipur, as told you. It's a city of lake. What you get here? Sunset boat ride, Lake Pichola, past the floating Jag Mandir Palace. Lot many things. If you want me to make a separate video on Udaipur, I can show you. Even I have gone to Udaipur, watch my videos on Udaipur videos, what are the places I've seen, what are the things I've watched and all. And then Udaipur, I will tell you that since you have come from the hot desert to the very cool, calming Udaipur, where the city of lakes, you're enjoying the boat ride and all those things, Udaipur will gives you a cooling effect. Now, humid Delhi to hot Rajasthan to cool and calm Udaipur. Then you move to a much cooler place, a hill station. Near Udaipur is Mount Abu. Mount Abu and Udaipur, you can combine together day 9, 10. If have if you want to skip Mount Abu, then you can stay in the Udaipur. You can go to heartland of Chittorgarh to from the Udaipur, which we preferred. We didn't go to Mount Abu since we live in India. We have another chance to go to separately to Mount Abu. But since you have come from far off, you can see that how Rajasthan, which is called the state of desert and all, has got a cool, calming place called Mount Abu and all. It's a hill station driving up into the on hills and all. You can see Dilwara Jain temples and Naki Lake. Again, you'll get a jog things. Take away that this lakes were a cooling transition out of the deep desert before the major geographical leap. Why I put it in the Mount Abu? Because you have come from the hot region, then the cool, calming, very soothing, relaxing Udaipur, and then you're going cold. From here, if you remember, you have to come back to Delhi and move to Leh and Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir, which will be colder places and all. So you can start gearing up your clothes, everything accordingly and all. You can start doing some winter shopping, winter clothes shopping if you have not carried it from country and all, from Mount Abu only. And you can do that shopping in Delhi also when you come back. As I told you that from Mount Abu, there's no direct flight. Okay, you have to come to Udaipur. Since I've suggested you to take a road route and hire a cab, you can overnight from Mount Abu when you're staying overnight and all. Early morning you start, you say straight away you're going to Delhi. By the afternoon or maybe by evening you should be here in Delhi. So that day, since you have not done Delhi in the first leg, you can relax Delhi and in Delhi and all, do the evening shopping for your next leg to the Himalayan Gateway and all. So full day in the transit will go this in Delhi and all. You'll get only late evening to do some enjoy the food in Delhi. Since you have skipped your first day itinerary of Delhi, you can do the Delhi sightseeing on one day, and next day you can move to Srinagar. When you move to Srinagar, I will suggest you that don't take a road route here because you have to take a road route in Jammu and Kashmir, not here. You take a direct flight from Delhi to Srinagar. This will save you time. This will save you energy. And basically, it will give you a relaxing thing. There's no direct routing from Thar Desert to the Kashmir Valley. This bridges two entirely different worlds. Fly Udaipur to Delhi. Yes, you can fly from Udaipur to Delhi or to save time and all if you want to relax from there. But since you have hired a cab, then you will have no choice but to travel by road only to Delhi. So here you release your cab driver, you say bye, tata, thank you very much, and then you move to Srinagar by your flight. After the Delhi sightseeing, you can keep your driver till Delhi sightseeing, or even if you want to relieve your driver and all in Delhi after reaching to your hotel and all, you can very much do because in Delhi There's a completely Delhi is has got a very good metro network, Delhi Metro, which can take you to all the tourist places and all. You need not to hire any particular cab or guide, and you can plan your own itinerary. And I live in Delhi. If you need my help, if you're coming to Delhi and all, if you need my guidance and help and all, totally free of cost to help you out in Delhi, to take you to different places in Delhi, sightseeing places. I can take you and I can help you complete, because my earliest stint of my life was a tourist guide. And I can tell you in detail because I have worked as a tourist guide. And throughout this golden triangle, the Royal Desert, Rajasthan and Delhi area was covered by me. The entire thing. In fact, to Srinagar, Leh and Ladakh also have covered by me. I've taken tourists as a tourist guide. Though at that time I was working professionally, but now I'm not working professionally. But if you need my help, any sort of help and all, you can get back to me. So this year, till Delhi to move, you're moving to Srinagar. Now coming Srinagar, day 12 and 13. Srinagar, come back. You have traveled a lot. You have traveled throughout the Rajasthan, hot, humid climate and all, although you had a relaxing day at the Udaipur and Mount Abu, and again in Delhi, then again you have one more of relaxing day, because when you make a tour, you just not visit places, you enjoy the places and all. So I'll suggest you day 12, you stay at Srinagar, Dal Lake boat, Shikara boat and all, stay there. Day 13, exploring the terrestrial beauty of Srinagar, Mughal Garden, Nishan Bagh, Shalimar Bagh, multiple places. If you need any help, I have got my friends in Kashmir. They can help you, guide you. They are the local guide. They might charge you local charges, whatever they are. They have. I have nothing to say, no say in that. Only thing I can connect you to the right people who can help you move smoothly. My suggestion would be from Srinagar, when you're going to moving other places and all, you see what are the points you're going. Okay, so I will not suggest you see the altitude, what you'll be there. This is the base camp. You are the 1585-meter height. Then spike will be day 14. Josie La Paz, the first high transit. Then the Kargil, third high point, a little lower than this, Kargil is a little lower. Then you go to Fotula Pass, again higher than both Zozila Pass, okay, is 4,104 thing. And then to Leh and Ladakh, again you're coming to 3,500 meters. So why I'm suggesting your road trip? Road trip, A, you'll enjoy the scenic beauty. You'll enjoy every bit of Jammu and Kashmir. You'll forget Switzerland. You'll forget Switzerland and say that India has got such a beautiful place. Kashmir was a beautiful place. You'll get a real feel of Switzerland here. And with this road journey, you will get yourself acclimatized, which is very important. Supposing what happens when you take a flight from Srinagar to Leh, there's a direct flight. There's no. Then probably one day you will have to stay only in Leh just for acclimatization. And again, because of lack of oxygen and all, you might have to depend on some tablet, maybe some artificial oxygen, which normally the guides, tourist guides and all, they keep those cylinders, oxygen cylinder in their cab. So that you might have to depend on that. If you want to avoid this thing, you go slowly, move slowly, stop at these places, okay, for some few hours, acclimatize it. Slow movement in the hilly region when you're gaining height and all is always helpful. Flying directly to Leh, 3,005-meter, induces altitude sickness in many travelers. This newly optimized two-day overland route forces a gradual biological adaptation, using Kargil's lower elevation to recover before the final push. So see here, you're moving to Zozila Pass at 3,500. Then you're going down to Kargil 2006. So supposing you have some difficulties in breathing problem and all, you can get back to the Kargil, relax there. You'll get a better oxygen relatively and all. Then you acclimatize it. Then again you move to that place gradually, slowly, and then finally move to Leh and Ladakh, final high latitude and all. Because when you go to Leh and Ladakh, when you go to some other places, which I'll be showing you in the different slide and all, then you'll have to go further beyond to 4,108-meter height and all, maybe 4,500-meter height to one pass, which is there. Now, what is the route? Srinagar, you go to Sonmarg, you go to Gulmarg, Gulmarg to Sonmarg, you'll take the route of the Sonmarg, then Zozila, then Dras, Dras is there. Then your route will be this there. On the way there'll be Sonmarg. You can stay back for few hours in Sonmarg, enjoy the sign, have your lunch, maybe Srinagar early morning you're there. The lunchtime will be reaching at Sonmarg, and gradual ascent you're going there and moving there. You go to Kargil. Kargil, I'll suggest you to stay overnight, and then you move to your next journey. Kargil to Mulabed, to Namtila, Fotula, Lamaru, and Leh. All these things you'll not get in any itinerary, anywhere, any places, in any of the videos you must have seen on the YouTube. I have included this. What you will get here, morning departure for the towering rock carved Maitra Buddha at Mulabek. Mulabek, you'll get a Buddha conquering two major mountain passes, Namikala at 3,720 meter and towering Fotula 4,100 meter. Then you go to Moonland, descending into the surreal, heavily eroded moonland formation of Lamairu. This is the moonline formation. And then you arrive in Leh around 3,500. See here, you are on the top here at Fotula. Then you're coming down, then you're gaining height, and here. So, see ups and downs, ups and downs. You reach to the top high, then you go to a lower altitude than Fotula and Namikla, and then you can relax overnight at Leh. 90% chances are there you'll not get any the sickness there, but in case you get sickness, there are tablets which when my wife, my child, my daughter, my 5 years old daughter, me and my wife, we went there. We used to take half of that Dixo. I forgot the name of that. Some Dixo Ribo tablet was there, which we take half of each. We'll use to break into pieces. My doctor advised not to take anything. We drank lots of water to beat that. Only on the first step, since we took a direct flight from Delhi to Leh, which was a mistake, we did not took the road route. So my wife had a late evening sickness and all. She had a little bit vomiting, but there my daughter was not eating on the first day. But from the second day onwards, we were all chill. Okay, there was no problem, no high altitude sickness we were having throughout the journey of Leh and Ladakh. Since you are going to this long road route and all from Srinagar to Leh, 99% chances are there that you'll never get a sickness unless you are a person who live in a area which is with a very lower altitude like the sea and other things and all. But if you're a normal plain area people person like us, like we live in Delhi, you'll not get sickness. Trust me. Just keep drinking water, keep yourself hydrating, and you will not get any travel sickness, any high altitude sickness. So what you will get here, final things, exploring the whitewashed cliffside architect of Thiksay and Ennis monasteries and the spiritual anchors of reason, excursion, a journey to the brilliant high altitude waters of Pengong Lake. Here again, you'll go to a Pengong Lake. Then when you're from Leh, you have to go to again to one pass, not Nathula Pass. I just forgot the name of that pass. That is the world highest motorable. During my time, it was the highest motorable road. Okay, you have to go through that for a very brief period. You have to stop there. Their army, Indian army is very helpful. Their army hospitals, if you're getting high altitude sickness there, you need not to worry about the your tourist guide, local guide, your cab driver. They all know about that, about the high altitude sickness. So they keep a cylinder, the oxygen cylinder in case of emergency, so that you can take to the nearest army hospital. In army hospital, you'll get, even if you don't have insurance, you get free of cost treatment, no charges, nothing. Then this year, now coming to this climate alignment when to travel. That's very important thing I want to tell you. My suggestion would be that you come at the time of springtime, okay, which is April, to this. You plan your itinerary in such a way that you complete the northern part and the Delhi and around in sometime in the end of March, because not very hot in the end of March. Rajasthan will be a little hot because, well, but since you'll have a AC cab and all those, you'll not face problem. Evening will be cooler in Rajasthan that time. Will not have 50-degree temperature, 50 degrees Celsius temperature and all of Rajasthan that time. And April is little mild in India that time in northern part. So April is the best time you come here. Why I'm suggesting you April? Because March, April, you plan in such a way, March, April, because March, the first last week of March to complete the northern belt of Royal Rajasthan and the Golden Triangle, and the April by the end, beginning of the April, you go to high altitude because that time the chill in the Leh and Ladakh will come down because by the till end of the March, it's really, really very cold in Leh and Ladakh. But I believe that you plan in such a way that your last week of March finishes somewhere in Delhi, and then you move in the first week in Jammu and Kashmir, first 2, 3 days in Srinagar, and then you're moving to Leh and Ladakh. So when by the time you Leh and Ladakh, you see the little warmer. So still bearable. If you're from a colder region, you'll definitely from Canada and America and some other colder region of Greenland and other places like Europe is colder than Asia. And also if you're from the colder region, you will have no problem to bear the cold and all. Crisp, clear and heavy residual snow framing passes. Then autumn is the another period you can plan, but if you're coming for the autumn thing, I'll suggest you come in the September, October, finish the first leg to Leh and Ladakh. That time, I'll not suggest you to go to the Golden Triangle thing. Leh and Ladakh, you finish, then come back, then go to Golden Triangle, then go to the Royal Rajasthan, complete the Royal Rajasthan, and then come to Delhi. So this is the thing. It's saying December, February, but I'll not say December, February. I'll say it's a warning is December, March. December, March is the Himalayan routes are impassable. The snowfalls are there, landslides are there. Avoid May, June, little desert heat. Don't go in the May, June in the desert area. So you plan accordingly. See the climatic thing. If you want me to make a separate video on best time to travel to the this region, I can make a separate video. But by and large, I've included when to travel, how to travel, what are the reason will be covered, and everything. Budgeting tiers, it all depends on you, what budget you have. You in India, you'll get all sort of things. You'll have guest houses, standard homestays, whole of Rajasthan. You have a mid-range 3 to 4 star heritage Havelis and standard Dal Lake houseboats. Then you have a luxury 5 star and a premium luxury houseboats and the hotels and all everywhere, everywhere in India, the northern part. Traveling, domestic flights, private driver, and a fixed edition across the tiers. I suggest you come back by flight. If you are coming to a point that if you're going to Leh and Ladakh in the beginning, then take a flight again to to Srinagar, take a road route, and then come back to Delhi by a flight, and then again take a road route. to Golden Triangle area throughout the Rajasthan and come back. When you travel by road, what happens? You not only meet people, okay? You eat the food, you get to know the culture, you see how the things are there. So in order to get to know India totality, I'll suggest you try to limit your flights. Domestic flights, like unlike Europe, you don't have a low cost flights here. There used to be a low cost flights, but they are not anymore low cost flights post COVID period. Under 3,000 rupees, which is equivalent to around 300 euro, you could get a flight from Delhi to Srinagar earlier. No, 30 euro, 3,000 rupees. Yes, 30 euro, you could get a flight. But now the same thing has gone to 60 euro or maybe 100 euro, depending on how soon you're doing, how early you're doing booking, or how lucky you are to get the cheap price ticket in a so-called economy class and so-called, you can say that low-cost airlines and all. There's nothing called low-cost airlines these days in India. So I'll not suggest you to travel by flights. You minimize the flights, supply trip as much as there. Traveling by train, traveling by road route is much, much cheaper option than by traveling flight in India. Getting around route rallies on domestic flights to macro links Udaipur, Delhi, Srinagar, Leh, and a dedicated private car driver. As I suggest you hire a dedicated private car. If you need my help from Delhi, since you'll be booking, I can help you to get a very good, reasonable price, which is very, very market and pocket friendly cars and all. No commission, no hidden commission on mine on this. You will get it. It's between you and your driver, but I can get you the very reliable driver and something. There are inner line permits required for the Leh and Ladakh, which your local host will arrange. You don't have to worry. You just need to have your passport and any ID proof, which you have to give it to them for the inner line permits and all. Packing of gradients, start light breathable cottons in the Golden Triangle and Rajasthan area. You come, if you have a cold cloths, pack up your cold cloths. If you're coming from a colder region, pack up. Best, preferably live in Delhi. If you're doing the early leg of Delhi in the hotel, they have a special arrangement. They can keep in your bag in the luggage room. If your returning stay is there in the same hotel, then move to Rajasthan with your light t-shirt, jeans, shorts. Remember, shorts somewhere everywhere is not allowed. So keep some long legs also like jeans. And ladies, please also keep some long legs like some Indian clothes if you can buy somewhere from Delhi you don't have because some of the temples, some of the places you will have some reasonable restrictions, which I believe that is very, very acceptable to you guys. I've seen you guys adapting yourself very easily to these things and all these cultural differences. Then when you go to the higher up, layer up with thermal base layers and the breakers, uh, some mandatory past 12 days and all. Hydration is the ultimate defense against altitude sickness on from day 14 to 16. Not only day 14 to 16, when you're in Rajasthan, Udaipur, and the Royal Rajasthan area, hydration is also key. Key because by the time if you're planning your journey somewhere in the March, between last week of March and April, beginning of April and all, it will be hotter. Not as hot as May and June, but it will be hotter because you come from a cold region, you'll really feel hot. Not humid, but it will be hot and you'll throat will start choking. So keep yourself hydrated throughout the time, throughout the period for a good, safe journey. So this is the entire northern India. You can see I planned how you move from Jaipur, or maybe from what you call Udaipur. You're taking flight back to Delhi, and from Delhi you're taking back to Srinagar, and Pangong Lake is here. So I've included this map to end my what you call presentation here. With this, I'm stopping this presentation. If you have any questions, if you have a specific requirement, please let me know. I have designed this Northern India trip itinerary for you guys only. Keeping in mind that you have around 15 to 16 or maybe a little longer time. Longer you have, better it is, because the more days you have, the longer stay you will be having places in Rajasthan, maybe Leh and Ladakh. Delhi, you don't need more than 2 days, 3 days maximum, 3 days because your transition period is also there. Maximum 3 days Delhi. Rest of the period, Agra, 1 day. Even if one night you have, because if you're traveling directly from Delhi to Agra to one night, if you're not traveling, I will not suggest you to stay back in Agra. Same day, same night, you move to Udaipur. If you're doing Delhi at the first leg, move from Agra to Jaipur same night. Night you stay at the Jaipur, then do the Jaipur next day, whole day sightseeing, then move to your what you call Pushkar and Jaisalmer and Udaipur or all those places and all. Accordingly, that. If you have any specific question, do write in the comment box. I will answer each and every question very, very nicely. You need any further details about the particular place, what are the places I've included. If you want a variation from this thing, there are many things, because keeping the constraint, the time constraint, I've not included some of the places in Rajasthan also, but I've tried to cover almost all the good places, the tourist places, the poor people come and enjoy the Indian life, Indian places, sightseeing, as well as the food and other things. Rajasthan will be beautiful, Delhi will be good, Leh and Ladakh will be amazing if you are a mountain person, if you enjoy climbing and going up in the hills. If you don't want to go to Leh and Ladakh, want to skip it, give that time, do these things, design your itinerary, self itinerary accordingly. But since I have to make a general itinerary, I have included Leh and Ladakh to include everything in North India. This covers the North India. My next video, if I get a good response from this video or in this video, I will be encouraged to make another video for Eastern India and Northeastern India. I will try to make one video for the Eastern India and Northeastern India, because I don't want you to do in Eastern India, then come back to the Western India or something like that and leave the Northeastern India. But remember, this Eastern and Northeastern will be a long thing. So from here, I'm ending this my video. Let me know what are the things you feel that I missed out. Your feedbacks are very important. What are the things you would wanted to include in my itinerary, so that in the next video of mine, when I'm making for the Eastern India and the Northeastern India, I can include in my presentation. But because of the time constraint, I cannot include everything in one video. Any specific question will be directly answered, and any specific video if you want me to make for the India tour, please let me know. Enjoy the amazing India, incredible India, which are like tourism industry, tourism or ministry promotes, called Incredible India. Enjoy that. The first leg, Northern India. Wait for the next video. Until then, tata, bye bye. See you, hope, and last but not least, if you like my video, please do not forget to subscribe and share my video with your friends and families who want to do. Remember, I've been a tourist guide in my early career, and I've worked with the professionals from all the people, tourists from all the countries, German, Italian, American, British, all those things, even some South Asian countries. Tourism I've done. I've worked as a tourist guide, a professional tourist guide. My license is not anymore. I'm not anymore like equipped to, not equipped, right? Authorized to work as a tourist guide. I cannot do, but yes, free of cost. I can take you the Delhi tour, or maybe Golden Triangle if you want me to, and I can give you right connection, right people. That I can suggest you the right hotels, the budget hotels, mid-range hotels, the top five-star hotel. I can also do the booking for you on your behalf at a very minimal or almost negligible cost, because since I'll be involving, I'm giving my time, so I'll like to get compensated for that. That's a very genuine one, but everything will be transparent. I'll be letting you know what will be my charges and what you'll be getting. I'll try to help you to get the minimum, like even for the five-star hotel, I can get you at the very affordable reason. If you have any specification, get back to me. I'm there to help you out. Bye bye. Tata. Thank you. Thank you very much.